My go-to settings, my default settings in any scenario have always been, can I help you and how can I help you? That's just what I'm set to. But actually, that's what we're all set to. That's how humans are innately with one another and with all beings on the planet. When you experience other than that, it's because of trauma. It's because of early programming that has interfered with that innate humanness. And it shows up in one of two ways. It can show up in an absence of that feeling for others, that you'll encounter people who are not wired to ask, can I help you and how can I help you? And the other way it shows up is you'll encounter people who are wired to always ask that on the outside, but to not ask it on the inside. And that's the majority of us, the vast, vast majority of us. And that's unhealthy. And that must change, because our own health, what our lives look like, the health of our relationships, of our bodies, of our lives, and really the health of this whole entire planet cannot shift into what we want it to be. We cannot experience what we want to experience while we're only asking on the outside, can I help you? What can I do for you? And we're never asking that on the inside. And more importantly, we're not asking it on the inside first. So that is why I wrote the book, Set the Tone, Nothing Can Change Until You Do, because I made that discovery. I realized that the thing that was constantly standing in my way was not regarding myself, but expecting others to, not respecting myself, but expecting others to, not prioritizing my feelings and my own self in situations, but expecting others to. I kept going into situations and wanting them to be different while making no changes to my state of mind, to my beliefs, and to the whole way that my mind functioned. So I realized that I have to set the tone in my inner world. So what that means is that I must provide for myself what I want to receive. Because while I live in a hostile environment, I can't receive love. I can't receive support. I'm not a match to it. And I must set the tone in my outer world. Because while people don't look to you to see how you treat them. They don't look to you to see how you treat others. They look to you to see how you treat yourself. Because that is your strongest communication to the outside world of what you find acceptable. Your relationship with you is your strongest communication to every other being on the planet of what you accept, desire, and want to draw into your life. And that's how you set the tone in the outer world. And you have to start that on the inside. It's an inside job. I know it's a cliche, but it's true. It's an inside job. It starts with you. You set the tone in your inner world. So, because you see, what ego will do is ego will try to make you a hard ass. It'll try and make you hard. Close your heart down. Don't ask people what you can do for them, because those fuckers ain't doing nothing for you. So why would you ask? Stop all that. Just stop all that. And this book teaches you how to do that. This book teaches you how to recognize that voice for what it is, how to stop that sabotaging, how to stop that thinking that you need to be other than you are, thinking that you need to be some hard ass. You can be who you naturally are, provide that for yourself, then there is nothing missing, and then you take that into the outer world and you are a powerful, living example of what you expect and what you wish to receive from others. And then you are also part of the whole. You are a healthy, functioning human being in your power, in your natural default setting of compassion and love for yourself, for the outside world. And that's how you approach your whole life. And that is how your whole life changes. That is how what you see starts to shift, how your relationships start to shift, how the experiences that you draw to yourself start to shift. That's how your whole life changes, because nothing can change until you do. And it is almost physical. It is almost here. I'm so excited. It is years in the making. Well, it's 49 years in the living. It is a couple of years in the making, and it is almost physical. I have the cover and a hard copy of it here, but it is currently in its final proofread. It is about to go off to be formatted, and it will be available. And I'm so excited because I want you to know that who you are, who you know yourself to be, that loving, kind, compassionate, connected, soft, gentle being that you know yourself to be, but also the hard-ass empowered warrior that you might know yourself to be, are true. You can rely on it. You can trust it. You can be it in this world. And nothing needs to change other than your own mind, other than how you set the tone, other than how you are with yourself, for your whole entire world to change and for the world to change. All right, keep you posted.